family, and it's so unfortunate because I don't know, you're tired of a marriage, you want to elope, whatnot. Are you the first to do it? Is that not what they normally do every day? What would society do? They say, it's not even like the African society where they would even, nobody's even coming to come and meet you for anything. Why not just elope where you're running to? Because you're a coward. You don't want to be able to face the truth. You don't want to be able to face the fact that you're a bad person. You now did something worse, killed the woman, killed 3 people. After killing the woman, your 2 children, your 3 children. It's so unfortunate. I don't know. This one now, there's no justice for anything because the justice system has already failed. So what will you do in that kind of situation? The other woman, she's a grown adult. Nobody can go and tell her that at least use your common sense. So it's such a sad story.
This story is very disturbing. There's no need even trying to say anything because it's very sad. It's so sad. When I heard it in the morning, I'm like, what kind of story is this? And now I'm still in shock. How the entire thing is even panning out.
I just even remember something. I'm so sorry to cut you short. Did you see one TikTok video where the girl was saying something like she God I beg, men are so stupid. But she carried the man. She said, please, if you ever feel depressed, if you ever want to leave me, I will sign the divorce papers. I don't know if you saw the TikTok.
Really?
She was telling the husband that if you ever want to leave me, please don't kill me, don't kill the children. I will go. I will sign it. Because I'm like, where have we now reached in a society that this was just a recent TikTok that was made sometime this week. This was
content, or
she
was serious?
She was serious because things have been happening like this. It was a content creator that did it, but she was recording her husband, and she was just looking at him. She said, please, if you ever want to leave me, I understand. Just tell me that you want to leave me. Leave me.
I think that should be the new mantra in relationships.
You don't need to kill me. You don't need to kill the children. I will go. I will not disturb you. And I'm like, look at where we have reached. The new low that we have reached. That this woman cannot even think of that. The man was like, the man was even looking so confused. But I'm like, will you blame her for having that kind of fear? If a man can do this kind of thing to his wife, I'm sure when she was walking down the aisle with this man, she didn't think that this is the man that will kill me.
You need to see their TikTok videos. They looked like a happy family, and that is something that is disturbing. All of the men that have gone ahead to do these things, do you see the happy family they actually portray? You see them laughing in pictures with their children and their wife, and,
like,
it feels like this is the ultimate American dream. You have a lovely wife, you have children, your life is so good, but not knowing that these men, they are crazy. I feel like instead of you to take your craze out on yourself, you decide to drag them.
Do you know what I feel like doing? I feel like turning off my phone while this conversation is going on, because I don't want the algorithm popping up stories like this later, and I feel like this should be the new mantra in relationships. How that woman just came out and said that,
don't worry, I will sign the papers.
Don't ever think that your partner will not sign. Please just walk away, leave this partner alone.
At least sign, just leave,
just separate yourself.
You've been doing it for generations. You just stand up and leave, and nobody holds you for it. You can always leave. You don't have to kill the woman and her children.
It's so sad. Let's move on, please. And the fact that when you even try to even give advice on this story yourself, nobody is listening, because the justice system, where it is a better past Nigeria, not even worse. Anyways, a Port Harcourt doctor, this is still sad. Dr. Stephen Vanman has reportedly been found dead after going missing while he was on his way to a locum job. Report says he was later discovered with stab wounds, raising fresh concerns about the safety of healthcare workers in Nigeria. The incident has now renewed calls for stronger security measures to protect medical professionals, especially those people who travel to different locations to provide essential healthcare services. Oh God, I'm looking for strength within me to even read these stories, like coming from a very exhausting story to, the fact that a doctor was on duty and then, somehow his body got missing and then later found mysteriously with stab wounds. So on Instagram there's a lot of comments, but I'll just take 2. This is Kessie Healthy Food Store saying, an average Nigerian doctor cannot buy a car. The government needs to do better. Then this is Dimsy 13, and this person is saying, people are dying for no reason, country of particular concern. It's really a country of particular concern, because coming from the first story, there was clarity in the story, from investigation to the kind of friend she had to how, someone will stamp their foot on the ground and then, you see justice to a large extent prevail. But here in Nigeria, see our own story. There is no clarity in the story. The man just got missing and all of a sudden got found with stab wounds. What happened in between? Nobody can tell you. There is no CCTV on the road, nothing to track. Even the investigation, if they come out tomorrow to say, okay, they've concluded the investigation, we will still not believe the investigation process because we know that there is no form of intelligence that have been taken to a fault to realize that this was actually what happened. It's so painful that we live in a country where anything goes. Anyway.
See, honestly, this Nigeria, sometimes I go just dey think sadness go won't finish me, but I go say if I no feel sad because na Nigeria they born me, what Vera just said is so true, because we live in a country where people will just die. They go say, yeah, na there e end o, na that area person death end
so
for.
sad,
Because I mean, when you are looking at all these like American films, you see that they have detectives, so people will die 30 years, they are still finding somebody.
Yeah.
Will die just 1 week. What am I saying? One day, nobody even cares. This man that died now, we don't know if he was being targeted. We don't know if there's a serial killer in that established environment rather. We don't know if it was a thing of mistaken identity. We'll never know. It's just that, oh, this man, he was missing. After a while they found him with stab wound. So I'm just like, what Nigeria happened to him?
People will still say, God, thank you. At least they saw a body to bury.
Oh
No,
so
that's the worst part.
It
So
will not
thi-
be me and my family. Man,
things
I
like
hate
this just
that
make me.
statement.
I'm like, what kind of country do we live in that? Because I mean, on TV I was talking about investigation, but I was like that. But the investigation unko, the funding for the investigation unko, number one, the nonchalance when you say, okay, do your jobs. How many people are even really doing their jobs? The police that we have, do we even have detectives inside those police people that will say, okay, our own is undercover police, this is what we normally do? All of them laba laba laba, and I'm like, this is how we are running a country, and we are the most populated black nation. So when I think about some things that happen in Nigeria, I'm just like, there's this popular saying that they say, now who die lose. Pray may say they no kill you, because if they kill you for this Nigeria, that's your own go just be. And it's so sad because this man, how many doctors we even have in Nigeria? Let's start from there. How many are practicing? Even the ones that are practicing, they are leaving the country daily. The small that they are saying, okay, after this stress of Nigeria, let me give back to my society, let me be there. They are still killing them, or something is happening to them, and we will not know what happened to this man.
Yes, and you know the funny thing is, this is somebody that from the story you can obviously tell that he's hustling. It's not one job that is, to go to a locum job. So he has probably he's done with whatever his regular
Doctors, they do a
9
lot
to
of
5.
shifts. Apart from that, they even do plenty
And
shifts.
they
Some they are
work
working like
in
5
different
hospitals. Yes.
Exactly. So
They
he
go, they
was,
do shifts
he
here.
was
and here.
literally on his way to another job
Oh.
when they
mean,
just snatched him.
This story is sad. I feel bad for this guy that his life got cut short. I feel bad for his family that have invested so much and now they have nothing to show for it, and it's very sad. And I second what Praise said. It is actually sad. It's appalling that in a country like this, you can just be walking around and you see a dead body in the middle of the street, and it's not like any due diligence will be done. Maybe the family members are somewhere looking for the person in question, and nobody will reach out. The moment they can't find you, there is no database to locate people, nothing, and we just carry on like that. Like life is not supposed to be like that. Things are not supposed to happen. And all this, do we have detective? Do we have everything? You will be shocked that we actually have them. But the thing is that they are reserved for upper echelon. If the case is so, if something like this happens to someone important, now you will be surprised to find out that they are going to fish out the person. So there's the resources, but it is reserved for the 1% of the 1%. It's only the people that can afford it, the only people that are rich and important enough, and it shouldn't be that way. We're all Nigerians. We should all be equally important.
Yes, and you know that for every unresolved case, it affects the society. Now, I'd like to underline something Pri said. She's like, we don't even know what killed this man. We don't know if it was targeted, right? And as a society, if we don't know that information, then it affects us too. Okay, this thing happened in Port Harcourt. Now, people in Port Harcourt might not be able to tell if, there's a serial killer in a particular area. People in Port Harcourt might not be able to tell if there's an uprising of something going on there because there's an unresolved case and there's a mysteriousness around, the laziness of our government not being able to do what they ought to do. They just sit down there and make their pockets grow fat. We don't have actual CCTV cameras that work. There is no technology that is highly functional that we even give credit to intelligence. So it's so sad that society is deteriorating on a daily basis due to lack of actual information that is needed for survival. It's so sad. It's very sad. We have to go on a quick break. We'll be right back. Who is following the P-Square drama? Oh my God. For that reason alone. Because because wala no they finish. More listen to small P-Square. I love you. We'll be right back.
I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Love you, love you, love you. The person I'm pressing for me.
Feeling more life. This isn't just a station. This is your rhythm. Rhythm FM, growing with you everywhere. From your very first day in secondary school, to campus dreams that kept you awake at night, to that first job interview that changed everything, from traffic on 3rd Mainland Bridge to quiet midnight thoughts under an open sky, there has always been one frequency riding with you. Rhythm 93.7 FM didn't just play music, we scored your moments. When you celebrated, we turned it up. When you stumbled, we lifted your spirit. When the nation held its breath, we stayed present, informing, connecting, caring. Across Lagos, Port Harcourt, Benin, Abuja, and every heartbeat in between. One rhythm, one sound, one family. And now, beyond borders, streaming across continents, connecting Nigerians in the diaspora and global listeners searching for the sound of home. We didn't just grow, we grew with you. Through weddings and wins, through heartbreaks and hustle, through late nights, early mornings, and everything in between. Because it was never just radio. It's lifestyle, it's culture, it's connection. More music, less noise, more feeling, more life. This isn't just a station. This is your rhythm. Rhythm FM, growing with you everywhere. From your very first day in secondary school, to campus dreams that kept you awake at night, to that first job interview that changed everything, from traffic on 3rd Mainland Bridge to quiet midnight thoughts under an open sky, there has always been one frequency riding with you. Rhythm 93.7 FM didn't just play music, we scored your moments. When you celebrated, we turned it up. When you stumbled, we lifted your spirit. When the nation held its breath, we stayed present, informing, connecting, caring. Across Lagos, Port Harcourt, Benin, Abuja, and every heartbeat in between. One rhythm, one sound, one family. And now, beyond borders, streaming across continents, connecting Nigerians in the diaspora and global listeners searching for the sound of home. We didn't just grow, we grew with you. Through weddings and wins, through heartbreaks and hustle, through late nights, early mornings, and everything in between. Because it was never just radio. It's lifestyle, it's culture, it's connection. More music, less noise, more feeling, more life. This isn't just a station. This is your rhythm. Rhythm FM, growing with you everywhere. From your very first day in secondary school, to campus dreams that kept you awake at night, to that first job interview that changed everything. From traffic on 3rd Mainland Bridge to quiet midnight thoughts under an open sky, there has always been one frequency riding with you. Rhythm 93.7 FM didn't just play music, we scored your moments. When you celebrated, we turned it up. When you stumbled, we lifted your spirit. When the nation held its breath, we stayed present, informing, connecting, caring. Across Lagos, Port Harcourt, Benin, Abuja, and every heartbeat in between. One rhythm, one sound, one family. And now, beyond borders, streaming across continents, connecting Nigerians in the diaspora and global listeners searching for the sound of home. We didn't just grow, we grew with you. Through
Welcome back. Our love no go slow down. We go take over the whole town. Oh my God! Whatever happened to
slow
P
down
Square?
now.
slow. Now praise now we just a gist for studio and we're like, can they ever come back together? The big question no, but then the answer might be no. Because the hate is just too much. I mean, at the end of the day, love should lead in this world that we live in. Because wait till you carry come, really. Anyways, let's move on. Welcome back. This is the What's Hot, where we talk about every trending story on social media. My name is Vera Chuku. I'm still here with Praise Obata. And I'm here with Eniola Adekunle. Anytime you want to call that name, she's always like, yes, fly. Yes. Fly me away, Diamond. Anyways, welcome back. Praise, what do you have for us?
Well, I mean, football. Who would have thought that would bring this kind of story? Now, football superstar Cristiano Ronaldo has officially married his longtime partner, Georgina Rodriguez, after nearly a decade together. Well, the whole long story, and people are just putting a lot of comments that, but now, wow, Saudi Arabia changed their law to let Ronaldo and his partner live together. I know in Saudi Arabia you have to be married for you to be living together and be, but I mean, because they said, I see why. Oh my God, thank you very much. Because at the end of the day, traditions are man-made, and I've always known. But this one, when it happened that time, it gave me a lot of clarity. I'm like, all these laws, so we didn't as if the God said. I'm talking about the Nigerian context. That any supposed to be like, the gods, which gods? It was a man that said it, and because the man wanted it like that, everybody said yes, that's how we should go. And mind you, now traditions are now what are they calling it?
Evolving, changing.
Apart from evolving, there's one English you normally use that is the what dead people want. The dead, they are ruling the living. Because I'm like, yes, now, because in this Saudi Arabia, they're like, it's because of religion, they are conservative, they are Guinea-co. A whole Saudi Arabia, do you know what it is for a country? This is not even a club, but if it's a club now, we say, okay, who is this Ronaldo guy that a country changed? Not as they change their constitution, but they allowed an exception.
That's
so
power.
I'm like, what kind?
You can more than 9 years.
Apart from that one, is the angle
and
of
the country allowed it.
No, that's not for the angle. The angle is that they are not married and they are staying together and having sex. Because as in Saudi Arabia, all these countries like Dubai, that they'll be controlling you. Don't watch pornography. Don't kiniko. That kind of thing is what they kill people for. That kind of thing is what people go to prison for. That this Ronaldo, they say, not only are we going to invite in our country, we'll just do as if it is not happening. So tell you the hypocrisy of some of these so-called traditions. So before you people carry tradition on your head and say, the God said so, are you sure it was the gods or the money? Because now, it was money. 3 ways,
either God, man, or money. Wow.
So now that's one angle that some people are talking about that, but this guy he be God though for a whole country. And Saudi Arabia is not a small country. It's not a small African country that I say okay, it's because they are Saudi Arabia. People know where Saudi Arabia
and they are very strict
when
it comes to their religion, their law, their culture, and to think that they bend and mended the rule
now
for him.
This is baby, and baby is saying about time. Honestly, Ronaldo and the girl
Rodriguez, they're not forced. They've been
married. They've looked like husband and wife for years. Marry first and have children, but this is the reverse. See, the whole thing is that at the end of the day, I'm happy that they are married though, but I'm just like, why did it take so long? Because it now felt like he was not going to marry her, and I could understand his angle because I mean, men, they're always so protective of that money that they've made. They say, they don't want anyone to come and now divorce them.
Is she with him because of the money though? But that's another thing. She has been with him from the peak of his career.
According to what this girl said,
he was already
Ronaldo. But the thing about Ronaldo's career is that him and Messi, they've already been Ronaldo and Messi for at least more than 10 years. So in 2016 when they met, he was already a big
she was working in a designer store and that was where he met her.
Exactly.
Women, that's why it's not going to be a stay-at-home girlfriend. They have work they are doing. Imagine if she was at home now, where would she have seen Cristiano?
I think she's a very private person because I need a sneak peek into her personal life, really, because I mean, for Ronaldo to stay with her, even though he had the whole money mindset, 1 year, 2 years, 9 years passed.
She also brings something to his life.
Exactly. So there must be something valuable that she's bringing to the table that we don't know about. And now it begs me to question, did they really force them to get married because they live in a country where their rule does not permit this? So at this point, is this marriage out of pressure or out of necessity? What's this marriage?
Vera, we done the 10 years. Which pressure?
No, because you'll be shocked, right?
I'm thinking maybe because of
or
her
for PR stunt.
Me, I'm thinking it's security for her.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if you love somebody, you wouldn't want them to just, because I mean, look at what's his name, Black Panther. He was married to this woman, but look at the way, because he did not have a will. What's the word? The
estate,
everything is still
the
in
family,
question. But I feel like the protection.
Chadwick Boseman.
Yes, but I think that where the protection is different is that in case anything happens to her now, at least they know that okay, he has not married her for so long. There's no contention. We know that is this girl who, what's her name? Why do I keep on forgetting her name? What's her actual name? I don't even know. Rodando Kiniko.
I think Georgina.
Georgina. They have a Netflix, something together, like a documentary. Cristiano and
I need
Georgina.
to watch that documentary. I need to know why they waited this long.
I think he did not want to get married, but for the fact that okay, if you love somebody, you do what they want. She wants to get married.
She had to compromise.
No, he has to compromise for her.
No. She had to compromise for 9 years or 10 years
now
of her
because
life
she
for him
wants
to now
marriage.
compromise.
But this whole concept is crazy to me, Sha, because I can't imagine one baby, maybe okay, 1 or 2. I still understand.
5.
Like 4, 5 children.
No, but she
and
only
we're
gave birth
still
to 2.
debating.
The remaining is surrogacy. Okay, I thought maybe you were talking about her popping them out.
Even though upon still, I mean,
Why do we call giving birth popping out these days?
See, Sha, me, I understand they will get married thing.
No, he didn't want to get married. That's what I'm saying. That's
he didn't want to get
That's why him is the one doing the compromising, because maybe he has not reached a part that okay, if I say I really love this girl, this is what she wants, and as a woman, you know that marriage is different from us, because for men, nobody really gives a 2x.
Question.
But okay,
How many girls will really stay these days for 10 years to wait
well,
whether the
that's
man
saying,
whether
girls
his
are
mind
saying,
when there is money, when you're
Vera,
living a good
even
life.
see with that, you don't even have to have up to the half of what Ronaldo has. Girls are staying.
that marry you.
No, women, if it's commitment, give women that one. Women can commit. It's just that men are not. Men, they are selfish. They only think of themselves. A woman can give you 10 years of her life as long as she knows
that.
As long as she knows that okay, there's something that maybe you have promised her. That promise that you say, don't worry, I'll marry you. She will be there. I know somebody that this man, they're a married couple. He has been abroad for maybe going to 15 years now. This woman has been waiting in Nigeria. There's no children, so at least some people will wait and say okay, at least there's something tying me to this man. There's nothing that is tying this woman apart from the fact that you're married. But yes, that marriage can still break. But this woman used her prime, her whole 30s. Now she's going to like 45. She's going to her 50s. What am I saying? She's going to 45. Going to her 50s. She's still waiting for that man because wait for me. Although at some point he told her, when I told you that men are selfish, he told her that way she can live. But I'm like, do you know how many years
she can live after waiting for how long?
After you have used her
doesn't
prime,
have children, do you think he will not?
He would
have
have probably
children?
had children.
The man say he don't have children, no. But men, me I don't know. I was just looking at her.
You got a just man.
I say which kind of love?
Ojo Emabo.
Which kind of
Your
like this man is pushing because when I was even in a conversation with this person, I was telling he was like that. Oh, he has always been his own dream to be in America. So this woman left her own dream, your own dream, because him is on his own journey. Yes, you might think that yes, it's a lot of years, but because he's in that America, that's already his dream, and that's why he cannot come back. He's living his dream. You are here in Nigeria
waiting for him to live his dream.
So if in a commitment, leave that one for women. Women will commit.
I agree because just in the midst of this Ronaldo thing, and I also saw one viral video of a woman turning on the ground doing like this. I'm like, why is this man shaking like this? What happened? I thought it was maybe deliverance or something was going on. Only for me to read. Yes, and then they say that I was man of 9 years. She caught him with another person. No, not woman, another man.
Wow.
He was mad. So
crazy.
One guy comment section has it that if not she go shake past.
So it's not shake past like hey God, I beg.
Men has come. Men are not.
I beg, let's go to another story. Ronaldo and Georgina, they'll be fine at the end of the day.
But congrats to them at the end of the day. But the thing is that why didn't they do big wedding?
And yes, fans now to keep
at that
personal.
point,
and they made it private, only them and their children.
Well, at that point, it's not about the whole glam and all that. It's all about intimate celebration. Finally, we choose ourselves. But no matter how much people want to say, after so, it is still a good thing in my own, because no matter, even if you have 7, 15, 20, 25 children for that man, in as much you will not be recognized or more, your eye go see shit.
Family where they don't marry president.
I mean, I do see a thread, like, there's a woman I follow on thread, like she owns a funeral home and all that, so she brings crazy story all the time. But the craziest one I saw that she was talking about was the fact that this man and the woman, they were separated. They got married, but they were separated. But they never went ahead with the whole divorce thing.
Sure.
Like it felt like, oh, all this paper, the technicalities and all that. So they just decided they were living in separate
They went
states.
their
Safe.
ways.
And this man had a girlfriend for about 15 years.
Ew.
It was already like she was the wife, they had children and all that. When this man died,
Nah,
the
they
hospital
collect
and
him
everything,
body,
they called the wife,
Ganga.
the wife gone, that was the legal wife on paper. They called her, and because this woman wanted to prove a point, because she wanted to frustrate, even though she had no interest in doing anything when it came to the whole funeral thing. After the girlfriend of 15 years was already making arrangement, she said the wife came and she brought the paper and said, because I'm the wife, I have the legal authority and everything to direct how the funeral is going to go. I don't want any befitting funeral for him. I want him cremated tomorrow. She intentionally did that. She said, I want him cremated. And the girlfriend was, why will you say that? You guys are separated. And said, yes, we were separated, but we were not divorced. I'm still the wife after all.
She
And
punished
due
him
to the
body
fact
for-
that he did not be shaggy to show him shaggy in his afterlife too, she said they went ahead to cremate the man
Hey.
because that was the wife. She was the only one that had the say.
But talking about funeral home, right? Is there really an afterlife? It's a rhetorical question.
It's
It's rhetorical. Let's move on.
But
to
I
the
like
next
that
story.
question. Maybe we answer am. Is there afterlife?
Oh, okay. I would like to hear your own
So,
take.
to me, I don't know, but I hope there is not. You know, because at the end of the day,
Why do you hope
I
there
can't
is
do
not?
all of this again.
see,
I beg.
it's not even all of this, because according to what the afterlife, me, I don't know within any other thing. But Christian afterlife,
Nah,
it's
hell.
either heaven or hell. But now my own thing is that okay, I don't want to say this because I've not really read so much on this. I will not say it. But there are just some people that believe that there's a place where you would be. I don't know what word, whether I'll call it incubator, not incubator, but you're there and and it means that you're not going to hellfire. Then after a while,
like the in between, you are neither you are
yeah,
caught up.
yeah. Do you know that sometimes I wish that maybe it's true, but some people will not believe that. No, immediately you die, is that you go to heaven or you go to hell. And I'm like, after I've stayed in this Nigeria, which other hell I want?
Okay, so talking about Ronaldo, Abi.
Afterlife now.
No,
Death.
the rhetorical,
Okay,
because
talk.
I mean I don't want to touch am more
it
deep.
deep, it deep.
So yeah, so what is the worst you can actually love somebody? You know, let's listen to Pink Sweats and know. I mean, are you definitely going to love somebody at their worst, or you could pack your bag, go, or money has to be involved for you to stay in that worst? It's still a rhetorical question. I wish you all the best.
Weddings and wins, through heartbreaks and hustle, through late nights, early mornings, and everything in between. Because it was never just radio. It's lifestyle, it's culture, it's connection. More music, less noise, more feeling, more life. This isn't just a station. This is your rhythm. Rhythm FM, growing with you everywhere. From your very first day in secondary school, to campus dreams that kept you awake at night, to that first job interview that changed everything. From traffic on 3rd Mainland Bridge to quiet midnight thoughts under an open sky, there has always been one frequency riding with you. Rhythm 93.7 FM didn't just play music, we scored your moments. When you celebrated, we turned it up. When you stumbled, we lifted your spirit. When the nation held its breath, we stayed present, informing, connecting, caring. Across Lagos, Port Harcourt, Benin, Abuja, and every heartbeat in between. One rhythm, one sound, one family. And now, beyond borders, streaming across continents, connecting Nigerians in the diaspora and global listeners searching for the sound of home. We didn't just grow, we grew with you. Through weddings and wins, through heartbreaks and hustle, through late nights, early mornings, and everything in between. Because it was never just radio. It's lifestyle, it's culture, it's connection. More music, less noise, more feeling, more life. This isn't just a station. This is your rhythm. Rhythm FM, growing with you everywhere. From your very first day in secondary school to campus dreams that kept you awake at night, to that first job interview that changed everything. From traffic on 3rd Mainland Bridge to quiet midnight thoughts under an open sky, there has always been one frequency riding with you. Rhythm 93.7 FM didn't just play music, we scored your moments. When you celebrated, we turned it up. When you stumbled, we lifted your spirit. When the nation held its breath, we stayed present, informing, connecting, caring. Across Lagos, Port Harcourt, Benin, Abuja, and every heartbeat in between. One rhythm, one sound, one...
Welcome back. This is Rhythm 93.7
Don't give God
FM.
the chance to sing.
Oh my gosh, yes. So, I mean, that song was just playing in my head rent free. I need somebody who can love me at my worst. And I asked the valid
Hope say
question.
man no dey like
And-
give you shot. So if you play love song.
You know,
First
so get
it was
something so
P
you
Square, I
go
love
talk.
you.
Only
Now
you
you
go
want
go
me
enter.
That's your worst. What is happening? What are you not telling us?
My
babe?
sister, it's not about me, it's about Ronaldo.
Okay,
Person stay
oh.
with man for 10 years. 1 decade. This decade wey they talk, not be 1 year.
So each its own. If they were married, well, I don't know, Shabo. Anyhow,
and
each
and
its
the
own,
world
everybody
will think
be
that
fine.
it's because of money. So at what worst will a
if-
man be
even if
because
it's
of money that will
money,
make you stay
it's
for
not
10
a bad thing in
years?
my opinion, because who wants poverty? Why do people like pretending?
So
like,
so even
liking
if that
money
man
a
is
bad
moving
thing?
mad,
Eh.
a woman should stay
Well,
because
I don't think he was moving mad to her, because they I mean, a lot of those
so
celebrity
to you now
relationships,
is love. He
you
love
always-
that.
Yes, it is possible for you to
And
love money,
another
to love
angle
somebody
that
and
we
they
are
are
not
rich.
looking at is that they actually had children, and this is I think we used to forget. We used to think children are souvenirs. Now, if somebody, maybe my sister, not me, definitely is in a relationship, and then pikin enter. Where you won't go before you don't marry the man now. You understand? One pikin enter, two pikin enter. You are forgetting that I think because we have normalized it in our society, because somebody will have 2-3 baby mamas, so it's now okay that okay leave. You go stay now until you do the right thing, and that's what they normally used to do before. If you actually think about it, that's what they normally used to do before. Because recently now, somebody that I know,
Nah, this
they don't
girl
already
try.
get 3 children. Now it just go they pay bride price.
These things happen.
Exactly. So now thinking
it's
about
our
it,
everyday
maybe that
life.
we're even thinking about it, where would she have gone? Because we were talking about 10 years, but in this 10
But
years,
she could have been a single mother.
we're not going to embrace dysfunction. Bring back a society where even if yes we not marry, man and woman units stay together. Do you know that it was when I even grew up that I found out that some of my friends, their parents were not even married, because I just assume say man and woman stay together now, husband and wife.
Now, wetin
but
dem
now
do
that
that
you're
year?
thinking about it now,
Some just got pregnant and they started
exactly,
staying
and some
together.
now they are paying bride price. So I'm not even going to, before we say even they think.
So
But move on for where? No, it's a different thing if there was no children, but there were
yes.
children in the.
So you're saying that
Which one move, go?
even Ronaldo, with the money he had, he did not escape the program of man and woman.
And I
Start
thought
together.
that was a black people something. So white man self Ronaldo, and Ronaldo na white man, no, but he doesn't do like a white man, but na white man. Yes,
White. So
Oh
do
my
we
God.
categorize Portuguese
This
people as
talk
white?
long. I need to go and see
but
that
he
documentary.
black, he no black. He neither black or white. If you brown now,
See.
that one concern you, white or black.
My own tafofo is the fact that going forward, anywhere I see their interview, I want to watch it, and I want to watch their
You know,
documentary
just now
because
watch the documentary.
yes,
Maybe
because I
give
need
you
to
an insight.
understand why
They don't
a
dey
woman
shy.
will be with a man for 10 years.
Because children are involved. I've answered you now. If
the
children
one
not,
that is rolling on the ground, I'm not sure say children dey inside.
that one, they hope say children go dey.
Anyways, let's move on. Eniola, give us the next story.
Moving on to the next conversation. An OnlyFans model accused gets 6 years after stabbing her boyfriend to death. This is sad. So, former OnlyFans model Courtney Clenny, also known online as Courtney Taylor, has been sentenced to 6 years in prison after pleading guilty to manslaughter in the 2022 stabbing stabbing to death of her boyfriend Christian Obumseli in their Miami apartment. So the plea agreement brought an end to a case that's drawn enormous public attention because of the couple's social media fame and the disturbing allegations surrounding the relationship. So Christian was a 27-year-old Nigerian American, and he died after suffering a stab wound to the chest during an argument. Clenny initially maintained that she acted in self-defense, saying she feared for her safety, but prosecutors, however, challenged aspects of the account during the investigation, and rather than proceed to trial on a murder charge, Clenny accepted a plea deal, admitting guilt to manslaughter, and she was sentenced to 6 years with credit for time already served, which means the case has been going on since 2022, and now that she has pleaded guilty and they gave her 6 years, they are going to deduct the years she already served while the trial was going on. That is to say, she most likely will be out of prison next year. Wow. So Sha, this case is crazy because honestly a lot of people don't feel sorry for the guy. I mean, it is sad that he got killed, but the circumstances surrounding the whole thing, I don't even know how to feel about it, to be honest. Let me take a couple of comments. This is from Elaine, and she says Courtney Clenny only got 6 years for killing her boyfriend. She took a plea deal and will likely be out in 2 with probation. White privilege is glaring. Top Flight said, oh well, the way he dragged and dogged black women and put white women on a pedestal, that's what his white queen did to him. He probably would be okay with her only doing 2 more years. And Grift says, this is absolutely disgusting. She'll be out next year and back on OnlyFans making more money than before, and all because she killed a man. This is disgusting. So the matter is sad, but the reason a lot of people are not feeling sorry for him is the fact that this guy has gone on series of rants on X where he's just insulting black women, saying how he never ever wants to be with a black woman, just straight up insult and all that. And it feels like, do you hate yourself that much? Because I mean, you're a black man, so I don't know what makes you feel special. And the crazy thing is that even in the relationship, after going around putting your white queen on a pedestal, it was alleged that she was actually the abusive one in the relationship. So prior to the stabbing thing, there has been series of domestic violence allegations, and this man, he was still thugging it out, because I mean, he would rather be with a white queen who beats him than being with a black queen just because he wants to put up an appearance. So now a lot of people are not really feeling sorry for him, that you got what you deserve, you went ahead looking for this and you got it, so what do you want us to say? I mean, eventually you didn't get justice. This girl is only 6 years. She already served most time, and best believe she'll be back on OnlyFans and she will even make more money than before. So I mean, I don't know what to say.
I don't want people to lose their empathies. At the end of the day, somebody died, and it's just very unfair that, I mean, we can't justify this man's death, because I know, yes, people will say, oh, they don't feel bad, but it's not nice. Okay, now if we now start saying that, oh, it's justified, it just means that tomorrow now people where they insult short men, see, I don't like short men, no, or I don't like nonchalant men, no. People will just, they talk their own. I know sometimes we see all these things and then we banter it. I mean, yeah, we mostly say banter. I don't think anybody will not say, oh, I hate short men so much. Yeah, some people but some guys, they hate short men, but
Speaking for yourself.
No put for my man. No put me for talk. No put me for talk. But so, just like at the end of the day, we still have preferences. People will have their preferences, and whatnot. And even if, yes, he was always coming to come and insult black women and say, okay, Nico, he does not still deserve somebody taking his life. Yes, because if it's that one now, if somebody doesn't also like white women, that means that that a black person can take that person's life. Do you guys understand? So where do we draw the line, really? The justice system has failed this one. What do you mean 6 years? If it were to be a black man that something happened and the white girlfriend dies, his life is gone. So what was this whole racism thing, double standard thing that are giving her just 6 years after she has killed somebody? And maybe this man was also coming to come and insult black women because he was trying to prove to her that kind of thing, that he was a domestic violence situation. He said, okay, top, maybe if I praise her like this, maybe she'll stop beating me. You don't even know how trapped he was, probably, if indeed maybe he was trapped. So I don't know. This story is quite sad, but it's just unfortunate that the justice system has failed him, and black people should not now say that, oh, it's good for him, because this is the precedent that you people will now say. This is what they'll use for all of us. not all of us, because me, I'm not living there with you people, but like the people that are living in that jurisdiction, that's the president that they will not say that if any white partner kills their black partner, because of that you deserve only 6 years. It's not fair, and I really hope that they would stand up and fight it in that jurisdiction.
Well, the
I feel
only
like
reason,
saying
the only
amen
reason
to
I
that.
don't know how to feel is because I can relate this to the set of girls that come out to say, oh, one female friend did me dirty, so therefore every female friendship is terrible. I don't do female friendship. I'm one of the boys. You are
Yeah,
not
well,
above the
one of
program.
boys.
You should always know that these people will show you who they are.
Yes,
so that
so-
is what I'm saying in this case. And the fact that he's always going around putting down black women while you were still suffering abuse behind closed doors. You hate your mother. You are from a black woman. You have sisters. They are black women. So
And he's a Nigerian man. you
yes,
know.
Nigerian man.
You didn't even change
no,
his name,
yeah,
you said
nah,
Bonny,
nah,
Bonny.
or Obum Seli, I
Hey.
believe Obum
Oh,
Seli,
boom.
or Obum Seli, or something
I
like
don't-
that. So I mean, do you hate your heritage that much, or well,
And
at the
he's
end of the
Nigerian
day, you are not
man.
chosen by your white messiah.
Yeah. Listening to this story again just gives me the pick me feeling, you know. And Praise said something about we don't even know if he was trapped or if he was trying to please the girl. And I kind of like agree, because it's giving pick me. It's giving don't worry, I'm for you guys, even if we don't have the same skin color. You know,
Inferiority complex.
yes. I don't know. A lot of people need saving. Listening to the story also made me realize that God try for this life. God will create this day and night to really go off and on like this. He really try, because see the kind of human beings that he created. The ones that are black and don't want to accept who they are. The ones that are men that don't want to be men. They wish they came in as women. The one, see, I don't get it. Like, how are you a human being and you don't love yourself? Someone said it on TV. I don't know if it's Praise or Eniola anymore. You know, about you dragging other black people down when you are black. So it means you need to hate yourself to be able to drag other people that look like you. So this is a very disturbing story. But then there are so many people like him out there, and the funny thing is nobody can save them other than themselves, because you have to start loving yourself first, number one. But it also tells the story of how they grew up, how parenting also probably failed them. This is too much, but you know.
How they grew up. Maybe his family too failed him. They went and born
Yes,
him in a
now.
place where it's only white dominated.
Or it starts as little as, you know, maybe a boy who eventually goes to do transgender. You know, it starts as little as carrying your mom's lipstick and she's saying, oh, you look great in it, instead of them to collect it from you and say you look handsome without it. You know, it's like little things, trivial things that, you know, evolve into nonsense like this.
This matter
May
just
he
dey
so
make
rest-
Vera dey crash.
God, I beg. May so rest in
Speaking
peace.
English.
Anyways, this is where we have to draw the curtain for today. Oh, producer, I don't look us eyeball to eyeball, but regardless, I hope you have a wonderful day if you can. My name is Vera Chuku.
Hi guys, my name is Praise Obata and I'll see you tomorrow.
Family.
Thank you for
And
staying
now,
to our
beyond
program
borders,
conversation.
streaming across continents, connecting Nigerians in the diaspora and global listeners searching for the sound of home. We didn't just grow, we grew with you. Through weddings and wins, through heartbreaks and hustle, through late nights.